What's up, everybody? What's good? And welcome back to What's Good English. My name is EK, and I'm back with another Storytime Tuesday listening exercise for everybody. So, this time I'm going to talk to you guys about the best meal or one of the best meals I've ever had in my entire life. Like every episode of my Storytime Tuesday English listening series, I will put up a little card that's going to have all the different slang and idioms and phrases and other curiosities that we say or what have you, so that you can listen how I naturally use these phrases and try to determine the meaning of what I've said within my speech or within my story. Anyways, let's get started. So one of my favorite things to eat, no matter where I am in the world, is street food. Just street food in general. I love walking down a busy street and seeing all the different food carts and food vendors offering something really cool and unique, and that really gives you a taste of what the culture is like wherever you are. You can find places like this pretty much anywhere in the world except for Seattle, where I live. There's a huge lack of really cool street vendors. There are people that drive trucks around, but there's no like street that you can walk down where it's just guaranteed to have the really cool, nice smells that attract you to a certain cart and a specific dish that you just have to try. Anyways, one of the best, no, the best, the absolute best plate of street food I have ever had in my entire life is from the island nation of Trinidad and Tobago. I was in Trinidad, I was in Port of Spain. That's a city in Trinidad. I know, it's weird. Es la culpa de los españoles y esclavitud y tal, pero eso es otra cosa por otro video. Solo voy a hablar sobre la comida, ¿vale? Anyways, I was in Port of Spain and I was visiting my uncle. I was looking into possibly working for him at his company, and I was working with one of his assistants that day, and we were looking for something to eat, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to get some doubles?" Yes, doubles. That's the name of the dish. It's delicious. If you happen across somebody that is from Trinidad and they can make it, ask them to make it for you. You will love it, I assure you. Anyways, so me and this assistant are going down this street and we stop, and there's a few different street carts there, and we get to the street cart and he's like, "All right, how many do you want?" And I was like, "Dude, I got no idea what this is. Just give me whatever the standard is, whatever everybody orders, I'll take it." And they give me this piece of foil that had, two pieces of this fried bread. It's sort of like this curry spiced bread. It's fried, but it's still like really flexible and thin. You can bend it and everything. And it's got some yellow curry thing on there. It's actually a chickpea based curry. Garbanzo is the type of pea that's in there. If in Spanish it's garbanzo bean. Anyways, and I look at the thing, I'm like, okay, this is weird. Oh, one more note. It's also 100% vegan. It is literally just bread and spices and a chickpea curry. So go at it, vegetarians, go at it, vegans, eat until your heart's content. Anyways, I look at this thing, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, it looks good. And I take one bite out of it, and it's just like, oh my God, this is hitting. Another side note here with the whole street cart thing, it is always some little hole in the wall restaurant that can only seat like 10 people, or some sketchy looking street cart where some guy's scraping like the food out of like some used paint barrel. And normally when people see stuff like this, they think, "Oh no, that's kind of sketch." But when I see something like that, I'm like, "Oh, that's food finna hit right there, man. That's the type of food that you want to eat." It's always the sketchiest looking places that have the best, just the tastiest food in the entire world. Anyways, so I'm just on a flavor journey right now. Just like, I can't believe how good this is. Nom, 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 nom. And I killed them two doubles right there. And I'm like, he looks at me and he's like, "You want some more?" I'm like, yeah, I want some more now. So he gets me another two doubles, and I just wolfed those down. And I'm just still standing there like, I can't believe how good this is. How have I gone? How have I lived so many years in my life and nobody has made me this? And he's like, "You want some more?" I'm like, yeah, let me get another two. So I wolfed that two down, and I'm just like, "Oh my God, this stuff is so incredibly good. I can't believe this." Like, and the unfortunate thing is, I never got to eat them again when I was in Trinidad. I don't even remember what day that happened of the trip that I was down there, but that was the only time. But they were just stuck in my mind that entire time. I still like close my eyes and think back to that day sometimes of that incredibly tasty dish. I did manage to make it one time. I still screwed up the bread, but because I made the bread a little bit too thick. But I got the curry like exactly right. And I made it for a potluck that I had at my old workplace, and somebody was actually like, "Hey man, can I take the rest of that curry home with me? That curry was bomb." So I let him go ahead and take the curry home. He loved it. He brought back the dish, whatever. I mean, it was just a huge hit at the party. And I tried to make it again, and I was a little bit too confident in my ability to make it, and I completely screwed it up, and I've never again tried to make it. But there are plenty of recipes on YouTube. You can look it up, find a Trinidadian, like have them make it for you. I assure you, you want to have this dish. So that's going to do it for this episode of Storytime Tuesday. I hope you find a Trinidadian, or maybe you can get the dish right, and you will see exactly what I was talking about and why I love it so much, and why it's the first dish that I want to tell you guys about on my story of flavor journeys that I've had in my life. Anyways, please leave me a like. Please subscribe to the channel so I can continue to bring you guys some cool content like this. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought, or if you have any suggestions or things that you would like me to cover. I'm always open for new ideas. Anyways, I will be back next Tuesday with another episode of this English listening exercise, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Ciao.